You have to wonder how many of us would actually know that much about that great American Daniel Boone if it hadn't been for Fess Parker playing Daniel Boone back in the 60s and 70s. Well, I'm right here at Daniel Boone's house, and we're going to step inside and meet a friend. Come on.
Well, Alan, let's start off in this room right here. This is the drawing room, their version of the living room.
This is amazing. Look at the ceiling.
Isn't that something?
It really is. What's the wood, William? Is that chestnut?
That's actually oak that we're looking at here. We know they had heavy stands of oak and maple and walnut here.
Right. Of course, everything was wrought out of the earth or cut out of the forest to create this house.
Absolutely. This house was more built, almost even grown than bought.
Yeah, over a long period of time, I would assume.
About 7 years.
1803,
1810, we believe.
Well, the detail of these cupboards and the proportions of the room, I mean, the symmetry. You get these cabinets that are recessed into the walls, centered by this beautiful fireplace. There's a level of sophistication here that's obvious at first glance.
Yes, I think all of the really fine work we see here is really very Boone in the sense that it's elegant, but there still is a simplicity to it.
But it's not the kind of thing I think of when I think of Daniel Boone.
Oh no, we think of that.
Yeah,
that's what we think of when we think Daniel Boone.
A log house.
A log house, and it's important to realize, Alan, that the Boones never wanted us to see those beams. They were all plastered over very, very early on.
Oh really? So this had lathing across it,
Absolutely.
and it was plastered, so this would have been a smooth ceiling all the way across.
Just like you'll see throughout the rest of the house on the upper ceilings, exactly.
So William, this is oak, but some of these other woods, is this cherry or walnut or what?
All black walnut, actually.
Oh, wow.
And
very handsome.
And the amazing thing is black walnut was so abundant around here at that time period, it was actually considered a trash wood.
Oh, really?
And
not today.
Well, I don't want to make you cry, but there were people shingling their roofs.
Oh my heavens, can you believe that? It's such a gorgeous wood. I'm just marveling at the level of detail around this door surround for this cabinet. The workmanship is so beautiful.
You're definitely looking at skilled labor,
yes.
Undoubtedly. Definitely skilled labor, quite possibly within the family. We don't know for sure.
They've carried that same motif of reading over here to the centerpiece of the room, which is the mantelpiece, which is just extraordinary.
And Alan, not only that, you're also going to find it on the interior of the door frames, all throughout the house.
Right.
And the mantels will have some subtle changes in the design, but the same real constant themes you see throughout the house.
And what sort of influence would he have had on the architecture and the style of this house?
Well, of course, it's all speculative, but my opinion is I think this is very much Daniel Boone's design. I really do. Well,
how would have Nathan, the son that built this house, who'd probably never been to Pennsylvania or been to North Carolina, have picked up on these kinds of details?
I really believe, because the other kids got farms, they got land. I really believe that when we look at this house, we might be seeing Daniel's influence, saying, look, I know we don't have much materially, but let's see what we can do.
He worked side by side with Nathan and his resources and helped create this beautiful mansion.
I think so. I think so.
I'm just knocked out by the sort of woodwork we see all over and just the level of detail in this house. This upstairs is really, look at this. Another symmetrical arrangement. These, well, I guess closets inset on either side, firebox in the center.
That's right. In fact, we call those the clothes presses.
Yep.
They would press the clothes literally with a weight on top of it.
Yeah, a way of ironing and keeping the wrinkles out.
That's right.
Yeah. You know, this is a 4/4 with a central hall.
Yes, sir.
Kind of a classic American design, isn't
Very
it?
much so.
Yeah. And look at this rope bed. It looks really old, William.
Oh, sure. Well, and you know, and this is a great example of what the Boone grandkids would have been sleeping in.
Sure.
You know, probably 2 to 3 to a bed. That wasn't uncommon.
Now the old saying "sleep tight" came from how tight these ropes were drawn.
That's exactly right. You know, out here, most all of ours would have been Missouri hemp. And hemp, just like Manila, really stretches in these hot, humid Missouri summers.
Yeah. So these ropes would loosen. So every night, I guess you'd want to tighten that up.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
Alan, it was my pleasure. Thank you for coming and darkening our doors for a little bit.
Well, it's my pleasure. I will definitely be back.
We'll look forward to seeing you again.
Thank you so much.
You bet.
Hey, if you're enjoying these pieces on style and history, check in with us on a regular basis and make sure you subscribe to Ehow Home.